it's Pete here and I'm back for another Funbridge tournament. Let's jump in, see what we can do. So once in Funbridge, all you have to do is click Get Started / Practice, exclusive tournaments. I'm sure you guys know it by now. So let's just jump into it, see who actually has done well. So Pete is so full of wit, is in first place currently, but they only played 2 boards. So Pierre Sieber in second place, 73%. I'm Steph, 73%. Donnie, 56%. Taking out third place with 70%. Always 7 no trump. Looks like a very successful tactic here. Another 70%. And then Shaman, another 70%. Wow, heaps of people running the 70% mark. So that's awesome. Then we got Pete Brickett. Let's just have a quick look through here. There's lots of really mattress lover. I'm not sure I've actually seen that one before. Claim down 1. Nice. Solid strategy there. Could work a lot of the time. But just having a quick scan through of how we're doing. How many players we got? We cracked 103, so decent amount there. So lots of people up in the high portions, lots of people in the low markers as well. There's a few pretty low scores there. 8 boards for under 20%. So I'm not sure I've seen many like that before, but you know. Let's get into it. But before I do, I want to give a big thanks to all my patrons and the people supporting me. There's a few different ways that you can support me if you want to. The first one is just telling people about my videos. It helps enormously just by getting the word out. The second way is just liking and subscribing this video. But the third way, if you do have it and you're willing to support me financially, Patreon is fantastic. So thanks to everyone that's already doing that. And if you want to, there'll be a link down below or at the end of the video. Anyway, let's get into it. Here we got a 12 count and it's gone pass to me and I've got 5 little spades. In third seed, I tend to like open for more lead directional purposes, but it's just normal to open a spade, so I'll do it. But I was kind of tempted by like opening a club here. Not so tempted that I did it, but you know, it's just an interesting thought out there. Anyway, my partner bid a no trump. I could bid 2 clubs, but I don't really want them bidding 2 spades. We're playing match points. This feels kind of no trumpy, so we'll see how we go. Looks like bidding 2 clubs would have worked out decently, but with that lead, we have 4 club tricks and presumably 5 heart tricks. That looks like 9 tricks on the top. So I'm just going to duck this. Yes! Got it! High five! That's what I'm talking about. High fives are extremely rare, so it's always nice when you get one. So heart, they've all followed. So I've got 5 hearts, 4 clubs. I guess I want to lead up towards the diamonds at the end. It's unrealistic that I'll actually get an extra trick, but no harm in seeing if the opponents make mistakes here. So we're just gonna ditch that. Cash another heart. Pull a club up. Okay, and even the jack of diamonds is gone. So that's not going to hold up, but 9 tricks here. So good score, I reckon. How do we do? 56%. Okay, so some people managed to double up 2 diamonds. So they bid 2 clubs, presumably. Take out double by which hand? West. Oh yeah, so they've got to take out double. Oh yeah, North's got a nice redouble here. 2 diamonds. Oh, that just feels sick holding this East card's what you want to do. Maybe you just pass and hope, but yeah, 2 diamonds, pass, double. Yeah. That would show them very well. So bidding 2 clubs panned out pretty well. Taking the 9 tricks in 1 no trump seemed like a decent idea. I didn't spot that the opponents would wander in on this auction. Anyway, moving on to hand number 2. So here we've got a 12 count, so nice easy takeout double. 3 spades. Between 8 and 10 points and 5 card spades. So I've just got like a minimum takeout double here, so no real reason to bid 4 spades. It is a pretty prime cards like Ace King Jacket 4th diamond and Ace 4th spade. They make me vaguely tempted in the sense that they're quite useful cards. I could see us making. At Imps, I'd give it actual consideration, but match points, I've just got a minimum. I don't have a singleton heart, so we'll just pass. See what we can do. Anyway, my left-hand opponent's the opening bidder, but as you can see, we've only got 2 club losers and a heart loser off the top that we have to deal with. Anyway, it's very likely that I'm going to lose more than that, but so we've got 10 offs at 12, which is 22, 18 missing. My left-hand opponent's the one that's opened. East passed over the double, so I'm guessing West has like 13 plus points. They do have a heart fit and East didn't raise, so East, my righty. Every time I switch to the dummy and they switch to East and West, I keep calling them the wrong ones. I keep trying to say right-hand opponent, but sometimes forget. So my right-hand opponent here has sort of 0 to 5 points. Okay, so Ace of Hearts cashing. Good news there. So that easily could have been a singleton Ace of Clubs. Can't pick up any 4-0 spade splits, so I'll just cash the King. Spade over. Okay. Destroying trumps. I'm going to trump my 4th round club. I could potentially try some outlandish squeeze. No. But I could attempt something. I don't think it's going to work, so I'm just going to play a diamond up to the ace and lead a club. Just finesse East for the jack. That worked. Way better than any other garbage that I was thinking of. So making 10 tricks. Yeah, West had the Queen of Diamonds, so everything was pretty friendly there. So as I said, there's a hand that 4 spades might make. At match points would be something that I considered. When dummy came down, I was very happy just being in 3 spades. But at Imps, worthy of consideration. Match points, 3 spades is enough. Anyway, 57% again, so solid boards to start off with. Moving on to board number 3. So here we've got an 11 count, first seat favourable. I'm going to open this, so start with 1 diamond and just bid 1 spade. No trump. Okay. Alright, so ace 5th heart opposite my singleton, so I really don't want the opponents switching to I don't want them switching to hearts too early. We presumably have 2 clubs, a heart and a spade. Looks like building some diamond tricks is good. We've also got really good pips in spades. I could like double finesse spades. We have no bidding from the opposition. We'll slot in the 10 just because it's harder for them to read what's going on if righty puts the ace on. Okay, so I think I want to win and pull a diamond up there, but maybe it's right to assume that the opponents have 1 club, presumably 3 hearts and 2 diamonds. That is 6 tricks. They also will have timing to probably knock out a club. So if I win and play a diamond, they play a heart, I duck. So if I win and play a diamond, I'm hoping to get 2 clubs, 3 diamonds, a heart and a spade. The opponents only have 3, 4, 6 like winners, I think. Clubs look to be 4-3. Let's play a diamond. Okay, so I could duck this heart, but communication to the south hand, my hand's pretty limited. I'm just going to win it here. Again, it looks like hearts are probably 4-3. Okay. Does my right hand opponent have like Ace King Doubleton? Is that what's going on? I don't think I'm playing my righty for Ace King Doubleton, so let's just hope one of the diamonds are onside. It was one of these ones where I'm like, do the robots always hop there? Is that what they would do? Like, should I have ducked the diamond on the assumption that the robot would always hop up? A human player could duck because they might understand that I've got some remote guess that I might try and play for Ace King Doubleton. Alright, so my right-hand opponent's shown up with a pretty decent hand at the moment, so I've stopped playing hearts and I've stopped playing clubs. I could, if I finesse here, is it just right for me to cash my 2 tricks? Or should I go up with the Ace of Spades and exit a diamond? Righty then, okay, let's say I finesse and it loses, and they now play heart. If I finesse and it wins, and I'm in a decent spot. So if I finesse and it wins, then I can exit a diamond, and they might have 3 or maybe just 2 more hearts, but they have a fair few tricks. I think not finessing and trying the Ace of Spades is not great. Although, let's say I finesse and it loses, and then it goes heart, diamond. So on heart, I have to discard something. I'm probably only getting my 4 tricks anyway. If I go up with the Ace of Spades and exit a diamond, I think that's a really bad play of getting squeezed. I think I'm going to try the finesse. Not optimistic about it. Okay, so now they have between 2 and 3. They have between 2 and 3 heart winners. Let's say 2. They have a diamond winner is 3. They have a club winner is 4. So they have 4 or 5 tricks left over at this moment. So if one hand has all 3 hearts, then they might not, they probably can't get their I don't think they can get all 5 tricks. So I'm gonna get the Ace of Spades at the end. Or there is some times when they can't untangle it all. So we'll ditch the spade, ditch a diamond. Okay, and lefty, if lefty didn't have that heart, then we'd get it. So here, down 3, and the Jack of Spades was onside, so maybe we hook. Wow, 12%. Most people got out for down. Okay, 1 no trump by North making 9. So that's what I got combined with. Oh, 1 no trump North making 6. Okay, So let's have a look at what other people chose. So they won the club, diamond up. Another club, they switched to hearts, they ducked it. So if you duck one round of hearts, they then abandon that and go to spades. Okay, so here a couple of things. They still have their definite club entry because the opponents had cashed the ace of clubs. So they know they'll always be able to get back to the ace of hearts. But here I just missed that, like, the robots might just randomly switch to spades, which seems pretty terrible most of the time. And they managed to pick spades right by playing low. I could have considered playing low spade. Like, it seems weird for West to switch away from the king of spades. But that was like my best optimistic that maybe would make. But anyway, 12% there. Ouch. Anyway, we'll move on to board number 4. Currently running at 41%. 15 count, 3, 4, 5, 1. So here I've got sort of two choices. I could overcall a no trump, or I could make a takeout double, or I could bid 2 diamonds. I don't really like 2 diamonds, even though that's... I think a lot of people would pick 2 diamonds. But it'll basically put the hearts on the shelf, which I don't really like. To me, I think this is a pretty good 1 no trump bid. It gets my points across. It would be bad if my partner transferred to clubs, but that's pretty unlikely. So I don't really... If we were playing like equal level conversion, where I could double and then bid 2 diamonds to not show a strong hand, I think that would also be a decent choice. But if I double and my partner bids clubs and I bid 2 diamonds, showing 16 plus points, I'm not that far off, so that's an okay choice as well. I don't really like 2 diamonds. I do think it's close between double and 1 no trump. My gut was to bid 1 no trump, so I'll stick with it, but the more I look at it, double seems more appealing. Okay. My partner wasn't interested in even competing here, so we'll pass. Okay, so my partner has a short spade and didn't even want to bid. I find that hard to believe that they have a hand that isn't worthy bidding, so they don't have any points realistically, or else they should be doing something. West has 6 spades and a good hand. Does it say how many points they expect? Between 14 and 18. So dummy has 4 and I have 15, which is 19. So there's 21 missing. So if lefty has 14, my partner's got 7 with a singleton spade. That's an easy bid. If they've got 6 with a singleton spade, that's an easy bid. If they've got 5, I still think they should be bidding. So really, I think my partner's got 3 or 4 points with a singleton spade. Anyway, low club, put on the ace. I want to try and get my partner in to play another club here. I don't think my partner has that many points. I could duck a spade, but doesn't seem useful, so... Yeah, so my partner's got king jack of diamonds. Really shouldn't have much else, so the opponents have 5 spades and presumably all the clubs. They generously played a heart up there. Okay. So my partner's got the jack of clubs as well, so they do have a 5 count. The opponent's made 10 tricks. If I led the king of hearts, they could just win the ace and hook it. So I think we might have done okay. 31%. They're cold for 4 spades, right? So if you double and then double again, your partner bids 3 clubs. So here I think my partner should be making like a takeout double or something over spades, or competing in some way, especially on a strong no trump bid. So like they know the points are even and they've got stiff spade. unless they don't play takeout doubles there, which I think would be weird. I think that's a decent choice. But looking at the robots here, they've got one spade, one club, and the two hearts. And if they pick the clubs, that's okay. If we attack hearts, they can get them for only one loser. So, unless my partner leads a heart, nah, my partner doesn't get in enough. So, like, the opponents are called for 4 spades. I don't think I've done poorly here defending 2 spades, but 31% is punishing. Some people got to 5 diamonds and went down, so double worked out decently there, just because the robots underbid it so much. Like, 1 spade, pass, 2 diamonds, 2 spades, 3 diamonds. I'd probably try 3 spades with the other guy and keep going there. I've got a good fit. Anyway, that was hand number 4, currently running at a beautiful score of 39% in 70th place. Let's look at the puzzle I posted last week, which was there's a very special island. It's inhabited by knights and knaves. Knaves always lie. Knights always tell the truth. And the puzzle is, can you work out who is a knight and who is a knave? So there's Alice, Rex, and Bob. And Alice tells you that Rex is a knave. Rex tells you that it's false that Bob is a knave. So he's basically saying that Bob is a knight. And Bob claims, I am a knight, or Alice is a knight. So to do this, what I like to do is just assume one. So let's say that Alice is telling the truth and that she's a knight. So that would mean that Rex is a knave, and that would mean Rex is lying, and that Bob is also a knave. And Bob claims, I'm a knight, or Alice is a knight. And that statement would be true, that Alice is a knight, which is inconsistent. So that goes back, and then that means that Alice is actually a knave and she's lying, and Rex is a knight. So if we assume that Alice is lying and is a knave, then Rex is also a knight based on Alice's comment. So Rex would be telling you it's basically Bob's a knight, and then Bob, who is a knight, says I'm a knight, or Alice is a knight, he's a knight, so that's true. So Alice is a knave and the other two are knights. So the next puzzle from the same sort of thing, knights and knaves. Again, knights always tell the truth, knaves always lie. And can you determine who is a knight and who is a knave? So here we meet 4 inhabitants. We've got Rex, Peggy, Carl, and Zeke. Love the names. So Rex claims, I and Zeke are both knights or both knaves. Peggy claims that Rex is a knave or Carl is a knave. Carl tells you that Rex is a knave and Peggy is a knight. And Zeke says Rex is a knave. So using that, can you work out who is a knave and who is a knight, on the assumption that knaves always lie, knights always tell the truth? Moving on to hand number 5. So here we've got 17 highs, good 6-card spade, so it'll open 1 spade. And I'll bid 2 spades. This should show sort of like 16 to 18 points. The robots say maybe it can be 14. I think it's usually pretty good here. And we buy it in 2 spades. Okay, so here we have a beautiful 4 count from my partner. I have 2 clubs to lose, a diamond to lose, a heart to lose. My right hand opponent balanced with 2 hearts, so it looks like hearts are 5 with east, 2 with west. I could choose to finesse the spade, but let's say I finesse the spade and then it goes club, club, diamond, and then another one through. I might lose 2 spade tricks when West has queen, 10, third. So to me, it looks like I'm going to lose 2 clubs, a diamond, and a heart, and I don't want to take the finesse. I want them to... Yeah, so Alright, so they duck that to me. So again, that's limiting my entries. I'm just going to bang down the Ace King of Spades. This only loses if East has Queen third. Okay, that is extraordinarily generous. We draw trumps with Queen 10x on side. I want to knock out the heart. If they switch to the wrong thing, I go down. But I don't go down, but I want them to play a diamond. Okay, so they got their tricks. So making 9. I'm not sure if there was a way to convince them not to. Queen of Diamond, like the King of Diamonds seemed too obvious. A low diamond would block it. So the Queen of Diamonds seemed like the best bet there. But 2 spades plus 1. I guess flat board, but 51%. Yeah, pretty flat board. Moving on to hand number 6. Here we've got an 11 count, 2, 3, 4, 4. I'm favourable. Usually with 4 forward in the minors, I'll open a diamond, but here my clubs are so good, I want my partner to lead one. So I'll just rebid 1 no trump. 2 clubs is check back Stamen. Least invite, checking if I've got 3 card support, which I do. And 3 clubs. So I've got exactly 5 hearts and at least 4 clubs. So my hand's getting better, but not good enough that I am interested in slam, so. Okay, the opponents haven't bid at all, and they have a 9 card spade fit. We have 2 spades to lose. We have a club loser if they're 4-1 offside. We have potentially a heart loser. So it's going to go spade, spade. This one looks like a pretty flat board. If West has 4 clubs and East has Jack 4th heart, I might need to finesse the hearts, but there's no way I'm taking a first round finesse in hearts. Okay, so they're 4-1 offside. Cash the at. Okay. I'm blocking the diamonds here, leading a club up. If the queen appears, so if the queen of diamonds appeared, then I might have been able to ditch my spade. They trumped in, so they'll get a spade trick as well. But yeah, so just checking to see if queen third diamond came out, and if the hand with 4 hearts also had 60%. That's rather generous. Some people underbid, some people overbid, some people went to 5 clubs or 3 no. All pretty weird things. I'll take my 60%. The vast majority of people doing the same there. Moving on to hand number 7. So I wonder if the 6 hearts, like the opponents just took a, like you might not have jumped to 4 hearts and then your partner just goes seriously looking. And I'm wondering if the 3 hearts, your partner just bids in a different way and people didn't realise that their partner was game forcing. Anyway, 22 highs and a 5 card heart suit. This is really strong. Too good for a 2 no trump opening, so I'll open 2 clubs and rebid 2 no trumps. 2 no trumps from my partner, at least 8 points and a balanced hand. Well, show 23, 24 balance. I don't really, like, I could bid 3 hearts, but I was planning on showing balanced. I think I'll just keep showing balanced, especially at match points. It seems okay. Spade lead, and I have 2 spades, 3 clubs, 4 diamonds. So that's 2, 5, 9, 10. So I have to pick up the hearts, and Okay, so a couple of choices. I think the technical best way is to double finesse the hearts, just to lead the Queen of Hearts and then lead the Eight of Hearts. I think it's really hard for my right-hand opponent to duck a heart if I lead a small heart away from the north hand. So what I like doing with this holding when I've got Queen third in my hand is just winning and leading a small heart toward my hand. The right-hand opponent with King third or King X often will hop up with the King. King third should be ducking, but King X, like, it's so easy to hop up with the King. So what I do is I pull it away from the Ace 10 fifth, and if my righty ducks, I just finesse the Jack on the assumption that most of the time they will hop up with the King when they have it, and then when I get back in, I just finesse on the way back. So let's go with that. And I make sure I don't lead the 10 or 9 of hearts so that they don't think that I'll finesse like that. Okay, so we win, and now I want to cash my winners so that I don't go ridiculously down when the finesse of the King of Hearts loses. And the reason that the other one is slightly better, so I don't have any potential squeezes. The reason that the double finesse is better is because split honors is more likely than my lefty having both the King and the Jack. Okay, punished, but I stand by my reasoning here. Okay. They had King third. I would have picked like King X, I think's better. 0%. No one took that line. No one. Everyone crossed over and took the double finesse. So it's like a really slight edge, like percentage-wise, double finessing that way. But if the assumption that King X of Hearts won't duck, which I think is pretty fair. I think it sways the odds in favour of leading towards your Queen third. So I'm surprised I got 0%. I am happy with how I chose to play that. See all contracts. Did anyone go fewer down? Down 2 in 6 no trumps would have got me 2%. And down 1 would have got me 7%. But yeah, I reckon I'm happy with how I played. I reckon that line of play is decent. As I mentioned, I talked about the percentage way and also the sort of psychological edge. Like, I don't think King X realistically ducks that often. Maybe in like really high quality fields, but against humans you definitely get a read. Like if you play it against robots, I think they will just hop up with King X because it's too hard for them to pick it like a double dummy line where ducking's right. King third, it's right for them to duck if I've got like Jack Doubleton or Jack third and their partner wins. But yeah. Anyway, moving on to the final board, running at 38%. One club, one heart, pass. Okay, start with a spade. 2 diamonds. Does this show any extra points yet? So 2 no shows between 12 and 13 points. So when I'm overcaller, all the point ranges like shift around a bit. So I think 2 no trumps is fine. Shows exactly what I've got. So let's give that a shot. Okay, partner doesn't have the complete garbage that I'd usually expect them to have. So an 11 count there, and my left-hand opponent opened the bidding. So 13 and 11 is 24, 16 points missing. West is probably a balanced hand. So East, I think, will have 2 to 4 points. This looks like it'll be a bit of a struggle. I think my East player probably has a heart honor. If I get 3 diamonds, a heart is 4. If I get 3 clubs, is 7 and 2 spades. So maybe I want to work on diamonds. If righty gets in and pushes a heart through, that's bad. Club through. But lefty can always just lead a heart. So if I play a diamond to the 10 and it works, I suspect West has something like 3 hearts, 4 spades, 4 clubs and 2 diamonds, something like that. So diamond to the 10 seems poorish. I could lead a heart up, hope that West has like king, queen, 3rd heart, and it's hard, like if they pop king, I just duck it to them. So I think that's probably a decent line. Okay. I think I should unblock the ace of spades. At this stage, if West has king, jack of hearts, I can't prevent East getting on lead. So let's just duck a heart and they just lead a club through. So okay, so at this stage, East-West have a club winner. They've got at least 1 more heart. West is balanced because East has 3 clubs. So East has between 0 and 2 more points. They could have the queen of spades or the jack of diamonds. So we're in damage control at this stage. So I think just playing West for the jack of diamonds is best. Hooray, good news. Okay, hearts are 3-3. They get their... I can ditch a diamond and start ditching winners here. Okay, so we're down 1. Not sure there was anything I could have done. There was queen, 3rd spade, 58%. Some people made 10 tricks. Okay, so they bid this the same way. I got the club lead. They won. They cashed a spade, let a diamond up, and the opponents returned a diamond. So they cashed their diamonds, and there's a heart discard there. Cash the ace of hearts, they unblocked. Club, they rise with the ace, exit a club, and end play them. Okay, so that line of play, my option was hearts 3-3 with West having king, queen, x. So if West has king, queen, x, they can't actually unblock. And I'd be able to get 3 hearts, 2 spades is 5, 2 clubs is 7, and presumably either get an extra club, spade, or diamonds in there. Their line of play of pulling a diamond, spade up and diamond, that sort of needed diamonds 3-3. I don't think we can legit make this, but West does certainly feel the pinch on that line of play. On this deal, you could have made a 3 heart contract. So I think I scored 40%, but I am pretty happy with my choices here. So board 3, here I misguessed in 1 no trump. So I tried pulling diamonds up. I think I could have done a bit better later in the hand, but I definitely think winning, playing a diamond up, I guess finessing the jack of spades was potentially better, but overall, not too bad. Here, defending 2 spades when the opponents are cold for 4 spades seems fairly reasonable. As I mentioned, I think between double and 1 no trump, they're both pretty close. Double didn't immediately win. They bid 2 spades and goes pass to you. You have to double again, and then when partner bids clubs, convert that to diamonds. Now, if that doesn't just show a monstrous hand, I'd be okay with that. I'd be very worried about that, so I might have defended 2 spades anyway, because if your partner can't bid when they've got short spades, it seems pretty rare. Like, I would be bidding when my partner overcalls a no trump with this sort of hand here. Then, as I mentioned, 0% on this 6 no trump. So the percentage play worked. I like the way that I chose to play this, which is a kind of psychological play. Resulted in a flat 0, but basically leading a heart away from the ace. And it's hard for the king to duck, especially if they've got king doubleton. And if they hop up with the king, then it solves your problem. If they duck, you finesse the jack, and if they've ducked and the finesse of the jack works, then you can hook on the way back. So you pick up king jack third with like king jack over here. You pick up just the king over here, and you pick up some of the kings over there. Whereas the running of the queen of hearts and then finessing again plays east for either the king or the jack, which is technically slightly better if you don't count the times when they hop up with the king. And human players definitely will consider hopping up with the king. And I think nearly all the robots and most of the people would hop up with king doubleton there. Anyway, that was this week's Fun Bridge. Only 40%, but I was thinking clearly. I reckon I made sound choices on most of these. Unfortunately, got pretty punished on a lot of them. Anyway, the puzzle I brought up was the knights and knaves. This time there's 4 inhabitants: Rex, Peggy, Carl, and Zeke. And Rex says, I and Zeke are both knights or both knaves. Peggy says, Rex is a knave or Carl is a knave. Carl tells you that Rex is a knave and Peggy is a knight. Zeke says that Rex is a knave. Anyway, let me know who you think is a knight and who you think is a knave. Thanks all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. And again, big shout out to all my patrons and supporters there. If you want to join, just click the link above or below about checking that out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.